I served a year suspension for screwing up. And it was the best thing that's ever happened to me because I was able to change my life. I had to make a paradigm shift.
It has been a crazy few weeks here at Bold Worldwide. If you've been watching the show, you know that we launched Growing Bold about 4 months ago with the intent of showing the real behind-the-scenes look at a fast-growing media and marketing company and how we're taking it from $5 million to over $100 million in sales in real time, showing you how we're doing it. In 13 episodes, we've already grown the company over 25%. We've opened up shop in Miami. We've hired talent all around the country, and we're just starting to scratch the surface. And it's because we're doing what we sell, right? We're telling our real story. We're putting it out through digital and social as our own media channels. What I never expected to happen in 13 episodes is to have Alex Rodriguez, Arod, come on the show. And it all happened because of everything that we stand for and everything that we're doing. We're telling our real story. We're determined, we're scrappy. We always find a way to make it happen, and we're growing. A great entrepreneur I met had been watching our content, and he knew that Alex's company, Arod Corp, needed some high quality work done. So he put us directly in touch, and instead of us just putting together a regular pitch, I did a video directly for Alex. Alex watched it. The next thing I know, we're vetted. And right after that, we're on a flight to LA, getting 20 minutes of Alex's time for an interview for Growing Bold. It's 13 months post-baseball, post-Yankees. And I think some people kind of have an idea of what you've been up to, but what has the last 13 months been? What are you doing now?
But for the last 13 months, I've just been having a great time. It's been a smooth transition, one that's been full of surprises. The greatest highlight for me has just been be a full-time dad with Natasha and Ella. And Arod Corp, we're doing some incredible things.
Arod Corp is not some new thing that you're some new venture post-baseball. At what point did you decide it's not just going to be baseball, I need to get into business? Because I don't think a lot of people know that you're in business and have been for a long time.
I started Arod Corp out of fear. I kept seeing a lot of the University of Miami ball players get injured and go from the penthouse to the outhouse in just 24 hours. And then I saw them with no real tools to go out into the world and provide for their families. And that scared the crap out of me. The first opportunity I got a chance to get into business, I had a chance to get into real estate and buy a duplex. A couple of years later, sold that for like double. Then I bought 8 units, eventually I bought 60. And today we manage north of 15,000 apartment units in 14 states and have a fully integrated real estate company.
Did you ever think when you bought that duplex that one day you'd have 15,000 units and all these other businesses you're involved in?
No, I was thinking I'm buying this duplex as an insurance policy just in case I suck and they send me home and they release me in 2 or 3 years.
All right. Let's pause for a quick second here. I thought I was just gonna get about 20 minutes to sit down with Alex. But turns out I was able to follow him around for days at a time, traveling the country. And I got an insight into who he is, how he operates, his mindset, and his businesses. What I don't think I realized, or anyone does, is how much we can all learn from Alex Rodriguez. From the challenges he's faced, things that would probably shut us all down in life permanently, coming back, his determination, his work ethic, and his humility. Let me take you all the way back to the beginning of the story where it really started, something I never thought we'd be able to show. So next episode is Hank, which airs next week. So that is episode 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, A-Rod's number is 13?
That would be awesome.
Episode 13 is A-Rod.
Seriously?
Yeah.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Hi. We're here to see Alex, Emily, and Brian Cristiano.
How are you? Pleasure. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you personally. We posted something last night, not quite as good as your material, but 3.5.
Yeah.
In less than 24.
That's awesome.
If you think about 20 years ago, sports was one silo, business was another one, media was another one. Now the triangle is actually just one. Just came back from this great conference, and the synopsis was, content's king is wrong, is curated high quality content.
Right.
You know what I mean? Exactly. I can drive, and you both can come in the back so we can talk.
Sure. With the difference that's happening now with social and reality, etc., is that's what people are hungry for. What do you want people to know?
For most of my career, I felt like I was on a treadmill that if the average speed was 6, I was at 15.
Yep.
And when you're going that fast and you're trying to do great things and meet your responsibilities, you really don't have time to stop and smell the roses and say hello to the camera people, or maybe say an extra thank you. But it's no longer about what can you do just for Jennifer or Alex. Are we going to do something that's actually going to make the world a better place?
How do you define this next era of your success?
I do think there's a responsibility here that we have as kind of being really ambassadors to our community and to a lot of people out there.
Right.
And I think our goal is really to inspire and pay it forward. And that is a great responsibility, more so today than ever before. For Brian to run a great company, you need to have dependable people that you can count on.
Are we fine?
Malachi, what are you doing, buddy?
Thanks.
Are you gonna be able to get out there? With that car there? Why don't you do this? Drive it to the street. I'm gonna drive it around.
I am Alex's performance coach. So I met Alex back in 2015, and it started off as a one-day training session, and I'm still wearing the swing cap.
What's it like working with him?
What's it like working with Alex? It's like stepping into the batter's box, and a pitcher doesn't throw one ball, but throws a fastball, a curveball, a sinker, and you gotta learn how to hit all of them with confidence. And if you can hit that, he will show you the world.
Look, if you want someone to be always patting you on the back, and you want and you want to work 9 to 5 and have your weekends off and, live a nice life, and this is definitely not the job for you. My team knows that it doesn't matter what I say or how tough I am. I mean, I want to strangle Malachi half the time, but Malachi knows that, I love him, and he knows that it comes from love. And look, you can go work with someone who's always going to be like, hey, Malachi, great job. Hey, Stephanie, great job. I don't want someone like that. If I screw up, I served a year suspension for screwing up. And it was the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I was able to change my life. I had to make a paradigm shift. And if it wasn't for that suspension that I served, the longest suspension in Major League history, I don't think Arod Corp would be where it is today. I don't think I would be the father that I am today, the friend, the boss.
Is that the lesson for everyone else? No matter where you end up, you can always change your path.
I think accountability and understanding that one of the greatest things that you can actually say is, I screwed up and I'm sorry.
What's harder, business or baseball?
They're both difficult. They're both a lot of fucking fun, though. It's a blast. It's a blast. It's a blast when you have people that buy in. I want to be around good people. I want to be around humble people. I want to be around people that want to learn. I want to be around people that can teach me something.
I've been getting lots of messages from startup entrepreneurs, young kids, me 10, 15 years ago. And I feel like I get a lot of questions about, well, what if something fails? And my answer has always been, something's gonna fail. And that's kind of the advice that I've been giving, is just when you expect that to happen, it's just part of the process.
I understand the power of words. So I would never tell myself I'm gonna expect bad things to happen. I think you have a backstop and you have an insurance and a plan B, but then you really focus on plan A. I would just say it's par for the course, because turbulence is par for the course.
Do you just not look at anything as a failure? Is it just lessons? Is it just challenges? Because even, it's interesting to me that you're like, I wouldn't even think those words that I just said. And I think pretty big, but sitting around you, I'm like, man, I think pretty small. Is there just no such thing as failure in your mind?
I don't think so. I mean, you being here, you jumping on a flight, you moving something to do with personal you had this week and you moved it. I mean, to me, those are enormous wins. To me, those are things that are the characteristics and the actions and the execution that makes you a world champion. Most people would say, you know what, not this week. Well, you would have missed out on all of this.
Do you thrive off of pressure?
I don't have any pressure. I mean, Brian, you're talking about a guy that was raised by a mother who had 2 jobs, who it seemed like every third day the rent was due again.
And I saw the stress in her face. I saw her feet swollen from being up on her feet all day. I understand our rent was $500 and we probably had $250. Now that's pressure. Not, am I gonna make a board meeting on time? I mean, come on, right? But it's not about any of that. It's really about getting up every day and being the best version of yourself.
What do you think is the number one piece of advice for any entrepreneur, even more, I'll be selfish, for me, I'm gonna take this company to 100 million plus, way beyond. I wanna be a champion. What's the one piece of advice that you would give?
I would say lead by example. That's been a common theme of us talking over the last few weeks is a lot of people talk a big game, but they don't want to put in the work. They say one thing and do another. There's no quicker way to lose respect from your team than your words not matching your actions. The other thing I would say to any young entrepreneur, you gotta hate to lose. Almost more than you enjoy winning.
How much of being successful, becoming the best, or getting to that next level is action?
I believe in playing offense. I believe in being aggressive. And so many people are, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? I've already done 2 deals, I'm gone. We're here to win. We're gonna be assertive. We're gonna attack. Same thing I tell myself when I'm in the batter's box. You can do anything. If a kid from Miami, single mother, 2 jobs, we can barely afford to pay our rent, I would think to myself, how am I ever gonna get out of this neighborhood, out of this zip code? And if I can do it, I'm telling you, you can do it.
On the road again, Las Vegas, then LA, then I don't know where the hell we're going.
Through my journey, my personal journey, it's kind of, okay, what are you learning as I'm learning? What's my story, backstory, myself? Wow, if he's done it, why can't I do it?
Well, you were up here with us.
I knew through this journey I'd learn a lot about Alex Rodriguez, but what I didn't expect is how many takeaways I would get, both for myself and to be able to apply to growing a championship team for Bold Worldwide. Here's a few things that I've learned through this experience. There is no such thing as failure, and that it's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them, coming back, and having a passion for life. And the biggest takeaway for me is to stop asking ourselves if we can do it and start asking ourselves, why can't we do it? It's about thinking bigger, so much bigger. There's always another level. And when you surround yourself with people like Alex Rodriguez, you start to realize what's possible. This is just the beginning. Episode 13 is where Growing Bold starts. We've got some big stuff in the works.
For those young entrepreneurs out there that are listening, there is no time. This is your time, and I wish everybody a lot of luck.